I realized it later in life. So I'm kind of now I feel like I'm in the space of understanding what it entails. I can't look back at even when I first started saying I wanted to though. I can, which was I mean I would say even at 25 I kind of wanted to, but by 35 I was like I definitely want to type situation.
Okay.
But I can still look at my 35-year-old self and say I wouldn't have got it right based on the concept of what I thought a marriage was. I feel like only in the last 5 years being associated with some successful marriages and groups that seem to um, push certain things as I evaluate what seems to be successful. I feel like I've now learned that input from them to where I would have more knowledge now. But so I don't know if I'm answering the question exactly. I'm just saying that at 35 I definitely would have done it, but I feel like I know more now. Like really a just completely different mindset because I think it's just certain things we learn in this culture that are not conducive to successful marriages.
So
I don't know if I'm answering the question.
no, well, no, you're good. But so at 35, what did you see coming out of a marriage? Like, what did you envision
Okay,
that
gotcha. Okay.
looking like?
Yeah, definitely. It was just the opportunity to have children, build a legacy.
Gotcha.
So I was kind of already on that part of it. I just now understand more what legacy inquires more so now
Okay.
than then. So I still always had that focus. I just understand the focus better, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
So I definitely
Makes total
entail
sense.
having a family, building something, leaving a legacy, raising
Just
children.
not checking. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I just
Yes,
understand.
you're
Yeah.
right.
I'm just saying.
So the study suggests that there are 5 factors that encourage marriage, and I think there's more, but I think they're kind of grouped into these 5. Wife's characteristics, okay, spirituality, a desire to be together, and I've heard some of this in some of you guys' explanations already. The readiness to marry, and encouragement from others. So when they speak on the wife's characteristics, and actually that is the number one reason that out of this study of 109 married black men, that was the number one reason that they fell in love with their wife and decided to marry her specifically. Is she ideal for you? And that looks different for every man, right? So some men want the virtuous woman who's patient, who's, a homemaker, who can cook and clean, and who can tend to children, and all these things, who has ambition, all these great things. There's other who wants, Cardi B maybe, who's ambitious and, has her own thing going on, the independent woman, who's sexually, just she's there. She's on another level. But some men aspire to have a wife like that because that fills a void of what they want or what they need or some insecurity or what have you.
A trophy wife.
Yeah. And then with spirituality, the push from the church, maybe they're aligned in that way. I find that, and in this study and others, I find that a lot of the married men have this religious upbringing that paints this picture of marriage based off what their religion imposes on them, right? So it's like I read the Bible, I go to church, and this is what's supposed to happen. This is what my life is supposed to be shaped up to be, based on what the Bible says. So spirituality, I guess that's, that factor means that they're both aligned spiritually, and this is the reason why we're getting married, because this is what we're told to do.
The equally yoked part.
Equally yoked, yeah. Number 3 is the desire to be together. So making it work regardless, a Jada and Will type situation. We may not align on much, but we know that we want to be together.
Give me some hella examples.
I'm just saying, that's what comes to my mind. I'm just saying, because it seems like these are the driving forces behind, their relationships, and I don't know.